Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Life is Feudal Forest Village. Finishing out the year from the previous episode. Some deaths on our hand. We are continuing to focus on our expansion efforts. We were building a road somewhere? Where were we building a road? I remember doing this, but I don't remember where I did it. Oh right, I was building a second caravan stable up here. I needed to do, yes, this, okay. So it's not done yet. That's disappointing, but it'll get there. It's early winter, everything's done, so everyone comes off. That was quick. Kind of expected it to take longer, to be honest. Alright, we're totally good on oats, hays, we're pretty much good on everything. You'd use a little bit more grain, but otherwise we could go potato happy and it wouldn't be an issue. Okay, so 30 fishermen. Get that rolling. Very easy choice to make here in this situation. And then we go... I guess 24 on stonemason and 12 on the other two. Yeah. Yeah, just in case. Just because we're going to have two different areas. I don't want to run out of either in either area. Even though ore and clay are not that useful. Okay, we finished terraforming. Means it's caravan time. There we go. Shouldn't take too long to get that built, but who knows. We'll see. How are we doing on wood and charcoal? Pretty okay. It's going to be a little bit of an issue to produce that at wherever I build the new town. I'm not sure how that works. I'm honestly a little worried about that, but we'll find a way to make it work, I think. Still working on the roads, it looks like. That's okay, they'll get to the caravan stable soon enough. Is there any of this that I want to stop? Hay and clay are done, so I'll just let them work on the other two. Sorry, I never remember why I was doing any of those things, or what was playing into it, so it's always tough for me to kind of figure out, okay, well this is the next step, this one needs to finish, the next one needs to go. It's always kind of hard to tell, so... It's alright though, we gotta get rolling. Alright. Don't really feel like I need a blacksmith. Few people are growing up, but we still got... Overall, I think we're below where we were. Let's see. Might as well just go queue these up now when there's not too much to focus on. Yeah, those are all potato. Okay, so I'll do one wheat. Just because I don't really need that, but I don't really have a reason not to do it. I don't think we need everything going hard on potatoes. That's probably totally unnecessary. It's just, you know, whatever. Get the ball rolling. If I try putting two builders out, maybe they'll get to work. Oh, they gotta work on the castle too, shit. I didn't even realize that. I thought the castle was done. Clearly not. Okay, well in that case, I think I'll take people off of ore temporarily. Get some more workers. Go up to 6 people here, and that should do for now. They should start working on these. I mean, they got other stuff that they're working on too, but at least a little they should get this done. It's not paused or anything, so... I think we need to let our wool inventory recover a little bit. We don't have very much. We can trade what's in the market already, but I don't really want to go any harder than that. I'm worried about running out. I think we're good on all of our stuff anyway. We're not using up wood fast enough to justify purchasing more at this point, and certainly a similar situation with hay at the moment. Taking their sweet time though. I could pull more people out of mining, but I gotta be honest, I kind of don't want to. I feel like that would be ill-advised, but what are they doing? Like, it doesn't seem like... Yeah, we'll take them out of clay. I don't know why they're not getting all this stuff done. It seems like they should have the bandwidth to do it. Did I queue up a ton of harvesting somewhere that I just don't know about? Doesn't look like it. They're just kind of not doing it. And there's the fishermen, and that's fine. That's... okay, now they're starting to harvest out. Oh, maybe they're not. I think that might have fallen naturally. Oh, they haven't... okay. For some reason I thought the stone was done. I thought they'd already put it all in. That's what's happening. My bad. I was looking at the clay thinking, why everything else is full? Why aren't they doing the clay? What's going on? And, well, not everything else is full. They still need more stone, so that's fine. I just didn't realize that it had a stone requirement remaining. Alright, we're at 0. I'm gonna let it go to 1. If it actually gets there. Fuck it, we'll do it now. It should hit 1 shortly. Do the farm first. Get that really rolling, because we certainly need it. Potatoes will be nice to have. I think this will be the first time we really get good growth out of them. Oh, we left the gatherers on. That was stupid. It's fine, though. 16, and I think I'll just do 6 on the apiary this year. That leaves me with 4 builders. I really hate that this isn't distributing them evenly anymore. It's really frustrating. It's not like the worst thing, but it's honestly kind of irritating that you have to manage it manually. Oh well. Nearly done with the stone, just another couple hundred and it'll be there. Got a lot of work going on down here. So they're taking their food out of here. Castle barns are filling up real fast. I wonder, actually, that might be worth doing. If you said... if you had like a farming district, you say, okay, well, there's something else here. Because you want something else to be close to... oh, no. Yeah, no, you could do it. If you wanted something else to be closer to the houses, and you did it like this, and you say, well, instead of having the barns here, we'll put them out this way. And you put them kind of far away from the farms. Would it be efficient if you were big enough to say, well, I'm going to put all the food in here. It can go into these 3 or however many castle barns, but then I'm going to have a couple caravan stables moving the food continuously over to the housing. I wonder if that would be worth doing from an efficiency perspective, to give the farmers somewhere nearby to dump their crop so that they can get on with harvesting, but also preventing people from walking a long distance in order to get food into their home. That would be a fun experiment to do, but I don't there's not really a good way to do that, I don't think. It'd be kind of tough to do that experiment. I have an idea of how I'd set it up, I guess, but I think it depends on the distances, and it depends on... I could do a quick little experiment. This will just tell me if it's even plausible. Okay. You can carry 7 food. I find someone else to collaborate that. 7. 7. Okay, so individual people can carry 7 food. Now what if I come over here? What if I take you? Can I take a donkey? Okay. I have to let them get on the donkey, I think. Then I can hijack it. As stupid as that may sound. No, they don't have anything to move. Let's queue something up here. Food from here to... Let's put it in that one. Okay, now I come over here. Here we go. Okay, he's got a donkey. Let's watch this guy. Comes over here. Okay, he can take 109. I definitely think that's worth doing then. Because if he can take more than 10 times as much as a civilian, that's completely worth doing. In fact, it might be worth doing now. Okay, so... I mean, you could just structure your town such that it didn't matter. But I think that's hard to do once you get a certain number of farms, though really these don't need to be warehouses. Like, I don't need warehouses here, right? They don't need to exist there. Because why do I need the building material to be centralized? We don't use it so often that it needs to be there. So, okay, interesting. So, based on just the numbers and doing a really, really general estimate without having calculated anything, I would say at a certain size, it probably does become worth it if your positioning dictates it, that you harvest into close by castle barns to the point where I would almost build an entire area where there's castle barns in the center and farms surrounding it, and then take food from with a caravan from a castle barn into housing, basically. Not directly into housing, but into a barn that is right next to housing, and then it would be worth doing, probably. So I will probably try to incorporate something like that in the next town. I'm not 100% sold on it, but it certainly seems like a good idea at the moment. And it might be worth doing the same thing for... Yeah, I think you probably want to put a... I don't know. How many things are actually stored in a warehouse? Wheat goes into a barn, so it doesn't matter. Is it really just going to be hay that's stored? Oh, oats are barn. Okay, flax is barn? It's got to be barn, right? Where's our flax? Do we even have any flax? We have to have flax. There's no way we don't have flax. Okay, it must be down here then. Yeah, okay. Flax is in barns. And we got... What else? Yeah, man, I think everything goes in barns. So you really just need barns. I mean, you probably don't care enough about hay to actually store that. Have a warehouse built near the farms. It seems kind of trivial to go that far, but I don't know. I think if you just did barns, you did like four to six castle barns, depending on how many different farms you have, and then use convoys or caravans to transfer that material, the food from the barn to somewhere else. Because basically, and this is one of the things I love about this game, is that because you actually have villagers running around and the villagers are actually doing things, time matters. You know, if it takes one farmer most of the year just to carry stuff back after they harvest it, that's a lot of wasted time where they could be harvesting other stuff, and that can increase your yield because on the fast crops you might be able to get 2 harvests out of it. Even on the normal ones, theoretically maybe at some point you can speed it up enough that you would actually get 2 harvests, because keep in mind, this is potatoes. It's fully grown and we're harvesting it. It's midsummer. If they were a little bit quicker to get it out, maybe that's an opportunity to capitalize on that and get more food per year out of the same number of workers and farms. Now, I don't know that min-maxing it that much is important or even necessary, but it's worth considering because it is an important factor. Travel time does matter. You don't want people wasting their day hauling stuff when they could be more efficient, so... That's one of my favorite things about the game, like I was saying, that kind of thing actually matters, and you can do little efficiency upgrades to kind of say, well, why does a potato need to move this far? Because if it goes straight from the farm into a barn, that's a farmer that has to carry it. No one else is going to carry it for. I mean, you might get villagers, I don't know, but the point is it's being carried by hand. when you can carry more than 10 times as much material with a caravan. So, in my mind, you should always use a caravan for that. Now, I don't know how true that is, or to what extent I should be... I fucked up with the orchards here. I should have been harvesting those way earlier, but, you know, I don't know 100% if that's the right way to handle it. But it sure feels like it is. Did we finish the castle? No, we're building it. Okay, that's fine. I'll get the 8 builders, get things done. It seems like that's what's left for the buildings here, so... Very interesting. Okay, so I'm learning more about caravans every episode here at this point. I wonder if maybe... Huh. Could you use a market as a central hub that you then distribute items from? I don't know that that makes any sense. There's probably no reason to do that. Probably. But there might be some like, I don't know, I could see it for... Like, would it have been better to build a market than having these 3 buildings here? Because the market would be able to hold all of this material, and it would also be able to hold much more of it. Debatable. I would say probably no. But maybe. So is it 3? 3 donkeys? Yeah, 2 more. Okay. Wasn't sure if it somehow started with a 0 or 2 or I don't know. Oh, this is not going to be protected by the hunter, really. These donkeys may die. To that end, I'm gonna... Yeah, but this is gonna hurt the... Shit. It'll hurt the apiary, but whatever. We don't need honey that bad anyway. That's more of a tourist trap for us at this point. It's not actually critical for our production needs. Alright, we learned some good stuff this episode, so I'm going to try and incorporate that in the next town. We'll build a farming area and a housing and production area. And the production area will probably be in between the two. I like this layout, sort of. And then I'll have housing, and I'll try to use something other. I will try not to only use hostels, because there's a lot of other housing options we haven't really looked at, seen the upgrades, and, you know, played with those. They don't, you know, it's an aesthetics thing. We're kind of post-scarcity here. We don't need more resources, so it'd be a fun thing to play around with. Okay, you guys don't really need to exist, but we have you there anyway. Keep harvesting the fruit. Do I want to tear down the keep? It's tempting. I think that's not really a good position for the keep, given what it does. At the time, I didn't know what it was actually for, so didn't really know where to put it. In retrospect, this is kind of annoying, because we could be building barns here or something. But it's alright. It's not the worst thing, honestly. Go ahead and wipe all this out. No reason to leave it up. We got the workers to take it down right now, so let's do it. Is the accountant's house still bugged? Yep. That's alright. We'll get it eventually. It's not critical to have that available just yet. Game did just come out, and it was in early access previously, and a lot of this content's new to the game that hasn't been put out for testing or anything, so it's not really a problem. Mild irritation at best, that's really what we're looking at here. I'm actually like really excited now to try to figure out how I want to lay out that new town. It's going to be kind of tough to get there because we have to do a pretty long trek and move a lot of material to make it happen, but now that we have that second the second caravan stables, I don't know, I think we could do it. It's going to be tough to figure out. Let's start off by doing this. This will mostly happen in the winter of next episode, but we'll get there. Clear it out. That'll give me a better idea of the lay of the land. And I'll clear up here as well. The problem with up here is there's too many little rivers and lakes and things. I really want some nice open flat area, but I could make this open and flat. I just don't really want to put too much effort into terraforming, but I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice. That's probably going to be necessary. At any rate, that is going to do it for today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about caravan stables as much as I just did and figuring out what the most efficient way to handle storage is. I really enjoy that kind of thing, so I hope you do as well, and hopefully you'll join us for the next one as well. Again, that's a error of speech, kind of using the same expression twice in a row, but what are you going to do? Mistakes happen. Anyway, like I was saying, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.